Hello, everyone. It is Warren from Gramophone. I am here with my friend Gregg Lee, and we're here to talk about everything LG. We've got a really cool show for you guys, and we're also going to have some Q&A in the end, okay? So, Greg,
Warren,
what is your role with LG?
I am LG's home entertainment senior product trainer.
Excellent. Could you give us a little background about LG?
Well, LG's been around since, actually started as a chemical company back in the late 40s. In the 50s, we got interested in electronics. And by the 60s, we were producing tube radios, those old things, transistor radios, and produced the first black and white, like 19-inch TV out of South Korea. So we've been in the TV business for quite a long time. And of course, since then, we've gotten into appliances, and we're well known in the appliance premium space. Same thing with television. We came out with OLED, which has sort of become the premium television out there in the marketplace. And there's where we are. I mean, we are rocking and rolling over at LG with the latest and the greatest.
I love it. I love it. What kind of got you interested in working for a company like LG? What's your favorite thing about them?
Well, as a company, they really matched with sort of my passions in life. I'm an avid photographer, love videography. I'm a huge movie buff, love music, and of course, a hardcore gamer. And when it comes to all of that, LG is absolutely a perfect match. And once I got to LG, I've got a great team that I work with. We have a great corporate culture, so I'm a very happy camper.
I love it. I love it. I tell you what. We've got a really cool video for you to kind of get to know a little bit about LG. Let's get into that.
In all things, simplicity is the hardest to achieve. And this is true, I find, of displays. To show colors as they're meant to be, no more, no less, 100% faithful to the intentions of creators. LG OLED has been the ultimate display of choice among creative professionals, even winning a technology and engineering Emmy as the preferred reference display that can deliver 100% color fidelity, where 100% of the colors match the original source. And with 100% color volume, it has 100% of all the colors required to show today's video content, to replicate the full color space across the full range of brightness levels chosen by studios and media companies. And you can enjoy all that the studios and publishers can offer in comfort. LG OLED is certified for emitting less blue light, being flicker-free. You can enjoy this outstanding color on each and every OLED TV in our new lineup. But of course, we're not one to rest on our laurels, and our determination to better the best has resulted in yet another leap in the continued evolution of OLED technology, a new generation of OLED Evo. Coming to you this year on our G2 and C2 lineup, OLED Evo combines our most advanced OLED panel, which refines the wavelengths of light, with our own Alpha 9 Gen 5 AI processor, which uniquely optimizes the picture. The result of this state-of-the-art combination is an absolutely breathtaking level of color and brightness never seen before. And on the G2 series, we've gone a step further with the addition of a new brightness booster. LG's Alpha 9 Gen 5 AI processor understands where energy is needed in the TV's advanced panel to deliver more light by incorporating materials and design elements that dissipate heat. The display can be brighter, taking your viewing experience to the next level. As I said earlier, we've gone and made the best even better. Now with greater brightness, it provides an eye-opening HDR experience when combined with OLED's perfect black capabilities.
Now, Greg, you're going to get me all excited with this here OLED talk. This stuff is amazing. Could you kind of break down a little bit about this OLED TV and kind of what it offers?
Yeah, well, the most exciting thing about OLED, it is a completely different technology than essentially everything else out there, in that each pixel creates its own light. So we have full light control from the brightest output to literally turning it off. And when we turn it off, it truly becomes black. So we have that amazing contrast range. Now, not only do that, but we get deep black and vibrant color
At the same time.
at the same time. So what's exciting, he was talking about in the video how, we're trying to match the color to what they're using in Hollywood and, in production houses. So there is better color out there. There's standard HD color. We have DCI P3, which was developed for movie studios and they use in theaters. Well, there is content available out there with that better color if your TV can capture it. And LG OLED TVs represent or can recreate about 100%, just below like 99 point something percent of that color. So you can get that rich, more vibrant reds, greens, yellows, and oranges when you're sitting at home watching HDR content from some of your favorite streaming services like Disney, Netflix, Apple TV Plus, and the list goes on and on. So we're giving you that full fidelity, right out of the set. And where do you want to sit? I mean, with OLED, it creates very wide viewing angles. So it doesn't matter where you want to sit in the, in the room, everybody gets a great seat. Now, for like movies and sports, OLED, we're not moving crystals in an LCD panel. We're just changing the current, and the material responds lightning fast. So it's the fastest material, which means that it's great for not only movies, but sports, fast action, that sort of stuff. And if you want the best in terms of performance, we know you want an OLED.
Wow. Greg, it sounds phenomenal. My God. LG offering all that you're getting from the OLED technology. I've heard about the TVs, the QNED televisions that LG also offers. Do you mind elaborating on kind of some of that as well?
We can definitely talk about that.
Sure.
Now, so OLED is our top premium, but if a customer wants, let's say, a larger screen size, 75, 86, and they're wanting still good performance, but want to kind of balance their budget to allow a larger, QNED is our high performance non-OLED TV using what we call quantum nanocell color technology. So where the OLED covers almost 100% of that color necessary for the movies coming out of Hollywood, this one covers about 96, which is actually above the rest of the other non-OLED competition out there. So you're getting that richer color, and we're driving it either with LEDs or mini LEDs. And we use blue LEDs or mini LEDs, which then go through a quantum dot sheet to give us the addition of green. And then it goes through nanocell material that gives us the reds. We have strong, bright white, red, green, blue light to start with to give us that richer color. And they're very high performance. We have, they're all 120 hertz. So they're great for gaming. They have our great Alpha 7 processor in them, and get them in large screen sizes. So it's a good way to, if you're looking for performance but want larger size and they're trying to do it on a budget, our QNED lineup of televisions are a great lineup for anybody, movie, sports, and gamers to take a look at.
It's awesome. And I, understanding TVs and working with them for so long as I have, it really does come down to the processor. That's the engine of the vehicle, I think we have queued up some information around the processors from LG. And we're going to take a look at that right now.
I have to start with our Alpha 9 Gen 5 AI processor, which uses the power of deep learning to give the best content experience whatever you're watching. With AI Picture Pro, advances in AI upscaling to 4K made possible by applying deep learning algorithms at the source level of the content, while AI genre and scene detection optimizes picture quality to what you're watching. LG's new Dynamic Tone Mapping Pro goes well beyond the conventional tone mapping, which only applies HDR averaged across the full screen. The new LG OLED TVs can now calibrate the vast HDR expression for each of the over 5,000 areas of the screen, delivering the best possible image for every scene. Then there's AI object and background enhancement, which adds real depth to the screen. And if you're after some seriously vivid colors, LG OLED TVs also offer dynamic vivid expression that can really bring out the colors while keep skin tones natural. The Alpha 9 Gen 5 AI processor's magical innovation doesn't stop at picture quality. Starting this year, the Alpha 9 Gen 5 AI processor will allow your OLED TV to unmix 2-channel audio to a virtual 7.1.2 channel sound, so it really does sound like you're right there in the scene, complete with genre-specific sound settings and enhanced clear and normalized voices. For serious fans of cinema, LG OLED TV is also the first to bring Dolby Vision IQ with precision detail, which together with Dolby Atmos take the cinematic experience to the new level. Dolby's John Colling has more on our evolving partnership.
Hello everyone, I'm John Cooling and I lead Dolby's entertainment group. At Dolby, we bring entertainment to life through technologies like Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos, which are powering the audio and visuals behind some of the world's top and most sought-after movies, shows, games, sports, and music. Enabling incredible Dolby experiences are our partners, like LG, who share our mutual desire to revolutionize how entertainment is consumed. Over the past several years, Dolby and LG have worked tirelessly to bring industry-leading audiovisual experiences to millions of people around the world. Now, together, we push the boundaries of immersive entertainment one step further with the launch of our newest imaging innovation, Dolby Vision IQ with precision detail. LG is the first TV manufacturer to support this latest Dolby imaging advancement, which will be released later this year in upcoming LG 2022 TVs. Dolby Vision IQ with precision detail unlocks even more from Dolby Vision content, improving contrast and revealing detail in both bright and dark areas that you couldn't see before. With the added depth and texture, images take on a new dimension and come to life with astonishing crispness on both 4K and 8K TVs. It's been an amazing journey working with LG on this latest innovation, and we cannot wait for you to all experience it. Thank you.
My goodness.
Now, one thing I think we forgot to talk about was the range of OLED sizes that we have this year, which is the widest that we've ever offered. Last year, we were 48 to 83. This year, actually 88 last year. This year, we're going as small as 42-inch for you desktop gamers and all the way up to 97 inches. Have 8 completely different OLED sizes from 42 to 97 available. Come down to Gramophone and pick yours out.
Sounds awesome. Please come see us for these beautiful televisions. Talking about this Alpha 9 processor.
Yes.
Could you elaborate on that just a bit further?
Sure. We've been doing the Alpha 9 for several years. We had Gen 4 last year, and it actually has migrated. We'll talk about that in a second, I think. But the Alpha 9 Gen 5 is our latest iteration. It has artificial intelligence with deep learning. And one of the things that we did this year is the up conversion capabilities to be able to go from something less than 4K and boost it up to 4K. Years past, we used like a 2-step method. This year, it is a 1-step completely variable method. And the beauty of that is that 480, 720, 1080, it's just going to be one simple, easy step. But what's amazing about that is most stuff that we get now is 720p, right? At least HD, 1080. When we've done comparisons showing 720 up converted with the Alpha 9 Gen 5 versus native 4K, people aren't able to tell the difference.
Gotcha.
So meaning that just about anything that you watch or play, regardless of the source, if you give me HD, I can give you something that will make you think you're always watching 4K.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So whatever the content, you're always going to get an awesome picture.
You're going to get a fantastic picture. And as he was mentioning in the video about the dynamic tone mapping, you know, with HDR, with modern TVs, sometimes you're watching dark content and it tends to look too dark.
Right.
And the problem is that we've used our tone mapping. It looks for the brightest and the darkest pixel to boost it a little bit. But this year, the Alpha 9, instead of looking at 500 zones and creating a tone map for the whole picture, looks at over 5,000 zones, actually, a lot more precision. And instead of creating one tone map, literally tone maps each individual area. So dark areas are going to be optimized. Bright areas in the same image are going to be optimized. And the whole image will have more pop and presence to it than we've ever seen before, especially with HDR content.
Amazing. Amazing. Greg, I might be a little bit spoiled here, but when I turn on my PlayStation 5 and I want to play the best in gaming, what's LG bringing to the table?
The best in technology all the way around. In fact, I think we have a video that we can show that highlights some of LG's gaming capabilities.
Oh, I'm game. Pun intended.
We're game.
Allowing us to see more and do better with a new degree of realism, elevating those precious moments with our loved ones to something totally different. Another great case in point is, of course, gaming. And here, LG OLED TVs have become the ultimate gaming display of choice for PC gaming, consoles, or even streaming, so that if you are a gamer, you will love the experience. They were the first TVs to be certified by NVIDIA as G-Sync compatible, and we've been leading ever since.
We have been thrilled to work with LG for many years to bring incredible experiences to gamers. We have partnered together on laptops, laptop panels, G-Sync monitors, and on bringing G-Sync tech and GeForce Now game streaming to TVs. 8K gaming is the next frontier, the new ultimate experience. It is 4 times the pixels as 4K, and at 60 FPS, it displays nearly 2 billion pixels every second. Our top-of-the-line GeForce RTX GPU has the horsepower that allows gamers to play, capture, and watch at this stunning resolution. The RTX 30 series also offers second-generation ray tracing for the most realistic graphics and AI-based DLSS to boost frame rates. LG OLED TVs are also G-Sync compatible. This means they are thoroughly tested at NVIDIA labs to ensure that they meet high-quality standards, limiting input lag and providing high variable refresh rates for the smoothest and most responsive gaming experience on a big screen. NVIDIA and LG are bringing the next level of immersive gaming experiences to your living room with GeForce RTX and the world's first G-Sync compatible 8K TV.
And you can enjoy the swift response with console games. We had some really great fun lately celebrating the launch of Forza Horizon 5 with a seriously amped up LG OLED setup. The 2-day affair in Surrey Hills, UK saw some of the most passionate gamers dazzled by a virtual racing experience like never seen before with the bespoke dream gaming setup with the LG OLED TVs. From stunning picture quality and fast response times to low input lag and support for advanced HDMI 2.1 and the world's first OLED TV to support Dolby Vision HDR gaming in 4K at 120 Hz. LG OLED TV once again proving itself to be the ultimate gaming display without equal. Furthermore, getting it all set to your liking has become even easier with our new LG gaming dashboard. All the essential settings in one place with improved features, but taking no more space on your screen so you can focus on your gameplay. On the gaming dashboard, you can also access Game Optimizer, which lets you fine-tune the visual characteristics of your gaming display. So whichever genre you're playing, real-time strategy or first-person shooter, you have just the right setting. For this year, we've added a new gaming genre, sports, as well as dark room mode, which adjusts brightness so even during a long gaming session with the lights down, it will feel easier on the eyes. All this on top of the great existing features like the option to use variable refresh rate to reduce stuttering and screen tearing. And yet, for all these incredible features, our OLED TVs remain impossibly slim, thanks to self-lit pixels that don't need any backlights.
Greg, it kind of sounds like LG's serious about gaming.
We don't mess around. I mean, we've done all of this stuff. I mean, OLED being the fastest responsive material or display for gaming means that even, 60 hertz, 120 hertz is always sharp and detailed. It looks amazing. But not only is it fast, but with all the capabilities that we have with like VRR, variable refresh. So if your console can't keep 120 frames per second, it goes up and down, 110, 105. Our TV will keep track of that as well. And we support the two biggest graphics, company out there with AMD FreeSync Premium and G-Sync. LG OLED TVs being the first televisions that were actually blessed by NVIDIA as fully G-Sync compatible. So if you're a gamer, I think I know which TV you need to head to.
That's awesome. And models wise, just to recap, so the OLED models versus the QNED models.
Yes.
What are we offering from LG currently?
We have in our QNED lineup, there are 3 model series. We have our QNED 80, we have our QNED 85, and QNED 90. The 80 is really a great gamer's TV. It's got great color, great for streaming. It's 120 hertz with all of those advanced features, minus G-Sync, which is exclusive to the OLED, but uses LEDs to drive the quantum nanocell color technology. Stepping up to the 85, we abandon the LED and go with mini LED and use a lot more. So you have those around the back of the panel, a lot of individually controlled zones, so I can make dark areas darker, bright areas brighter to create more pop and contrast while watching sports, movies, or gaming at the highest level. And then our QNED 90 is our top 4K. It's got like 4 times the mini LEDs and zones of the 85, so it's even brighter, more dynamic, more contrast, more precision, more control. And we have an 8K version of that in the QNED 99 as well. Yeah, quite a few options. So we have plenty for everybody. And then in our OLED lineup, we have our A2, B2, which are our entry-level sets. Great quality. You get OLED award-winning picture quality at that level. But it's our new C2 and G2 that are premium and kind of the stars of the lineup with all of their new technology, the Alpha 9. If you are a sports fanatic, you want great motion, you get it. If you like movies, streaming, you want the best streaming, television, they fit that bill as well. And if you're a gamer, as we just saw, LG has amazing gaming capabilities in our OLED. And if you're on a budget, well, not necessarily a budget, but want to balance things out and go bigger with, maybe a lower price, our QNED, quantum nanocell, quantum dot nanocell color technology TVs are definitely a way to go as well.
Fantastic. Trying to pick the right size television can be tough, but these are new ultra high definition TVs with 4 times what you got from HD.
Right.
How do you look at a rule of thumb when looking for the right size TV for somebody?
I go to the experts, THX, SMPTE. They suggest that a screen should fill about 40 degrees of your field of view, which is, how do we figure that out? It's actually pretty simple. All you have to do is take the viewing distance in feet. So let's say I'm, 8.5 feet back. multiply that by 10. So that's why we call it the rule of 10, which means that at 8.5 feet, the perfect 40-degree field of view is going to be provided by an 85-inch TV. So I think a lot of people would think, oh, I didn't think I could go that large. But with 4K, there's plenty of resolution when you go that large and sit that close that you're not going to see pixels. In fact, you could sit even closer. But to get 40 degrees, that would definitely be the way to go. Rule of 10. And if you think that's a little big, at minimum, they recommend about 30-degree field of view. So just take that original, multiply it by 0.75, and you'll have a pretty good idea. So at 10 feet, 100-inch, minimum 75.
Well, I tell you what, I mean, with that kind of calculations,
Simple.
someone could absolutely go close to 100-inch or more for a picture. Do they kind of have an option that they would turn to at that point from LG that would offer a great picture?
They can definitely do that. We run up to, do you remember what our largest OLED is?
We're doing 97, is it?
97.
That's
so
fantastic.
Yeah, so we can go that big, but if you want to go bigger, LG also has projectors.
Mm-hmm.
All solid state illumination. We use either LEDs, lasers, or a combination. We even have a hybrid that uses 2 LEDs and 1 laser to create the light source for the unit. They're fully smart, so they have the same WebOS smart platform that all of our TVs do, and we have them in traditional configurations. So, just your normal front projector up to like 2,700 lumens, so you could easily drive about a 200-inch screen with it. It looks amazing. Or if you're wanting something that's like, I got a TV here, but I really want to go big, but I can't afford that 97-inch OLED, we've got our HU715 and our new HU915 ultra short throw projectors. You need about 7.2 inches off the back of the 915 projector to put a 120-inch image. So you pull the TV down, put this in its place, get everything aligned up, hit play, and now you go from 40, 50, 60 to 120 right there with little effort.
Wow. Well, it looks like we're going to head into our Q&A at this point, it sounds like.
Questions, bring them on.
We're going to go in, and guys, please feel free to drop a question. Let us know what you'd like for Greg to kind of help you guys to know a little bit more about LG. Let's see what we have. So,
how many sizes do these LG TVs come in, and is it true you will 100-inch OLED? Oh, they must have just missed out. Yes, so the OLEDs come in 8 different sizes, and we have sizes ranging from 43 all the way up to 86 in our regular lineup, and 8K OLEDs from 77 and 88-inch. If you are in the market for a great TV, LG definitely has a solution, whether it's QNED, OLED, whatever size you're looking for. And now going down to 42 inches on OLED, it's great. And not quite 100, but if we rounded 97 up to the close, we're really close to 100-inch OLED this year. Yes.
That sounds fitting.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. Let's see.
Anything else?
Let's see.
Oh, yeah, the QNED lineup. What kind of lineup is there for the QNEDs you are talking about? So we have actually 4 models, 3 4K sets. We have that QNED 80. All of them have 120 hertz. They're great for gaming. They're great for action. Anything you want to do, QNED 80 would be a great start. I think a great piece for gamers. I think the sweet spot in that lineup is actually our QNED 85. You can get it in the larger screen sizes up to 86-inch. Has our Alpha 7 Gen 5 processor, which was essentially the Alpha 9 Gen 4 from last year. We just migrated it down. It's got all the same capabilities and features. So you're getting great processing. Everything will look great. And stepping up from there, it would just be a set that can get even brighter and have more contrast capability with our QNED 90. And then the top model being the 8K version, the QNED 99.
Fantastic. Let's see. So choosing screen size.
Yeah, we just talked about it. So I'm going to test you. How do you choose the proper screen size?
I believe we talked about this. Rule of 10 is something that you were talking about. So what is it? For every foot is 10 inches.
Right.
So basically, when you're talking about that distance of about 8 feet, that comes up about an 80-inch television.
Right.
So you would look at, I guess, a 77-inch OLED to really give you the best overall picture for that kind of setup.
Right.
it really would give you the best experience that you could get. So no, I love it. I love the rule of 10. I got to tell my people that, like that a lot.
From now on, it should be the de facto standard. If you want a TV,
so.
You got to go big, because what is the biggest, buyer's remorse of buying a new TV? Should have gone bigger.
We heard way too much.
We don't see a lot of big TVs.
No one's telling me that they've done the wrong size, so it's too large. That's not a thing.
No. What else we got?
Let's see. The options outside of the 97-inch. I think you had touched on that a little bit before. You were talking about, looking at one of the short throw projectors from LG. Here at Gramophone, we had them on display and they were fantastic. Beautiful color, beautiful vibrancy. And now you're talking about you can easily go to 120 inches or plus,
or 200 if you go with our traditional like AU or HU 810 front projector.
Yep. And I think that's a great thing about, looking at projectors or TV. And here at Gramophone, we try to help people to find the right solution. That's what we're here for. And we do free in-home consultations all the time, guys. So please, by all means, feel free to call, or you can actually go on gramophone.com if you ever need something like that. Awesome. Let's see if we have some other questions.
All right.
Last question. Audio. Now sound bars. Anything new there?
Okay. What about audio? Anything new? Actually, LG has a brand new lineup doing some really exciting things. LG has a partnership with Meridian, a very high-end British audio company. They've been influencing the capabilities of our soundbar over the past several years. And I think what's exciting is we have a new several soundbars with a new feature, which when I first heard about it, I went, okay, let's see if it actually works. It's a center up-firing speaker, as well as a front firing on our S80QY and above. And I thought, okay, but one of the biggest complaints people have when they're watching television, I can't hear the dialogue. What are they saying? So by having the front firing speaker and that front firing and up firing speaker both, it gives you more dialogue output and also lifts the sound of the TV from below the TV to where it sounds like it's coming from the TV. I know normally these type of things, I'm like, okay, prove it to me. I just demoed it last week for a large, well-known group, and they all went, it actually made a gigantic difference. So if you're having a difficulty hearing dialogue, which a lot of people do, our new soundbars, that up-firing center channel speaker is definitely one you want to check out. And Meridian helped to convince us that we needed better and bigger speakers and cabinets. And we even increased our subwoofer from 7 to 8 inch on our premium models with a larger cabinet. It sounds way better than a subwoofer on a soundbar should sound. And if you want to go full bore Dolby Atmos surround sound or DTS:X, we have a soundbar now that is 9.1.5 configuration. Yeah, it's crazy. So it has 5 up-firing speakers, 3 off the front, 2 off the back surround speakers, and each surround has, get the number up there, 3 channels of audio output. So there's a left and a right and a top up-firing on each one of the surrounds. This thing, when I heard it in our office, I was sort of a naysayer, but after experiencing it, I was like, wow, this creates an amazing bubble. And when you connect it up to your TV, especially an LG TV, best way to go, it allows you to, of course, control the volume. But if you have an LG TV with an LG soundbar, you can change the sound profiles using the TV remote. So it's one remote to control it all.
Awesome.
But you need an HDMI for that top level bar. You plug in the sub, the soundbar, the 2 surrounds, and you're done. Simple to set up. You don't have a bunch of wires, a bunch of equipment. Incredibly easy to use. Definitely check out our S95QR soundbar if you're interested.
Absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. You know what? As a performance audio specialist, these things matters to me, Greg. You know what, guys, in wrapping up, please, everyone, please take a moment to help me with thanking Mr. Gregg Lee for coming to join us from LG. Absolutely great with him giving us some of the knowledge and some of these understandings about these new great things that are going on. Really appreciate having you.
Thanks for having me out, Warren.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Absolute pleasure. Absolute pleasure. Look, guys, absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us today. Look, if you're interested in a new TV specifically from LG or any of the other offerings for great audio solutions, please stop on by our locations for Gramophone or head on gramophone.com as well. Our Gramophone locations we have are in Timonium, Columbia, as well as Gaithersburg. And I have to mention our beautiful kitchen design center as well, if you're looking for renovations there for your kitchens or bath. What I would ask you guys to do, I need everybody together. I want you to hit that like button, hit that subscribe, hit that bell icon so you don't miss any notifications, and become a part of Gramophone's team. Come by and see me. Again, my name is Warren. I'm a performance audio specialist as well as one of the sales guys here at Gramophone. I love it, and I think you would too. So see us next time. Thank you so much.